Hey guys, this is Noconce yet again. First things first, I want you guys to go to the 15-second mark in the replay and pause and put it at 1x. So once again, please pause at the 15-second mark and put it at 1x speed. Well, before anything else, I want to thank everyone who listened to my last audio commentary, especially to those who posted or responded on the thread. And I'm really glad that a lot of you liked it, and I really appreciate the comments and the criticism and stuff. And I'm just elated that it's been so well received, and so really thank you guys. And if you guys do like them, I'll keep making them. A special shout out to Nerul, or I believe his name is pronounced Johan. Could be wrong. I don't really care. He's just a Norwegian rat bastard anyway. And to Eric. Well, Eric knows who he is. If it wasn't for Eric and Nerul, I certainly wouldn't be playing now. And I enjoy Warcraft a lot now, so I have to credit them for the fun I do have in this game. And the reason I chose this replay is because TGS.Infinity is a good player. Before this game, I think we had played 3 times. I think he beat me twice. I beat him once. And the game I beat him was very close. I've had a lot of problems against Undead in the past, which is I know a lot of other humans have, which is why I made this audio commentary. The strategy, or not necessarily a strategy, more like the playstyle I use in this game is SK Insomnia, as you may have seen it used in the recent World Cyber games. If you haven't, I think you can probably download them on replays.net or just go to worldcybergames.com and download them there. And they're definitely worth checking out. But for those of you who haven't seen it or have been wondering about it, trying to understand it, hopefully this audio commentary will help you guys understand it a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to have you unpause in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, unpause. As you can see, it's Echo Isles. I spawn on the left, he spawned on the right. One of the first things I want you to notice is the base placement that I have. I'm going to be closing off that space between my altar and my town hall pretty soon here, which leaves one opening to my base. If you're going to leave one opening to your base as human, have it on your gold side, where your gold peasants are, not where your lumber peasants are. That way they have to go a long distance to get to all your peasants, and it's much harder to target gold peasants than it is lumber peasants. Also, if he does send a hero or something large in there, I can easily block it off with 2 militia or a farm or whatever, and he's forced to TP or whatever. Also, I could put a tower either between my town hall and my barracks, or between my altar and my town hall, and it would cover all my peasants and all my buildings, which is something definitely to look for in building placement. I scout. I think it's really important to scout against Undead and Night Elf in particular, and I think all races. I do scout versus all races unless I somehow forget. But what you see makes a big difference. Obviously, approaching fiends and approaching ghouls is a very different thing, and whether or not they go altar or crit first is a pretty big deal too. If I see crit first, I'll probably creep something big like on Twisted Meadows. I'd probably creep a Goblin Lab or a Merc Camp or something. But yeah, so I see altar first, fiend build. I figured DK harass and then eventually fiends and tech and all that. So I'm just gonna prepare for DK harass and try and creep what I can, try and deal with it the best I can. So I got to creep this top thing. The reason why you creep this top and not say the lower green is because first it speeds it up. If you crept the bottom green or the lower green, and then you went to the top, and then you had to go all the way to the bottom to get the rest of your creeps, it'd just be a much slower process. And it's then snare creeps. You want to creep the ones that have the potential for being the worst creep jacks the earliest you can. If he came with, I don't know, a DK and 5 ghouls, it's not so prevalent in this matchup. If he came, a better example would be versus Orc. When they come with a Farseer and a Grunt or something, and you've got a weak footy and snared, it's gonna die. So you want to creep the ones that will ensnare units and things as best you can. Like on Trustful Glades, you want to militia creep the ensnare ones first. So I lost, he got a water elemental kill and a creep kill, as you saw, which sucks, but you know, I couldn't really stop it. As you can see, he's going to kill this water elemental too. I just hit the creeps, hopefully, I don't know, do some damage on his DK, maybe kill a skelly, whatever I can do, and distract him from my army. The one thing to remember is, of course, level 1 coil does 100 damage, which means that if you don't want him to get a creep kill on a creep that you're killing, then with coil, then just take it to 200 HP, watch its HP, then back off and start attacking the DK until he's too low to even try and coil it, and then finish off the creep. I decided to go down and creep this green instead of my expansion or anything else, because anything else would be too big and it'd have ensnare, so I might lose a footy. I'd probably lose a pretty big creep kill. It'd be a little bit harder to fend off his coil harass, and this has the potential of dropping an EXP tome, which would be nice. I don't get an EXP tome. Right now I'm headed off to creep his small green now for the same reasons, essentially. Also, my army's not too big, so I can't creep much without getting low footmen. I don't see what he's saying oh my god about. I don't know if he's trying to psych me out or something, but I don't see what he did wrong, no matter how many times I've watched the rep. So yeah, right now I'm building a lumber mill, or sorry, I've already built my lumber mill. I'm almost tier 2, and I know he's got fiends. I know he's going to start creeping with his fiends. One thing about the fiend build is that it's much later destroyers, so you don't have to worry about getting anti-air a bit faster. That's why a lot of people like to double sanc push for fiends. I think the earliest I ever really see destroyers with a fiend build is about 2 or 3 clicks before second night, and by clicks I mean dots. So 2 or 3 dots before second night. So I don't know, if you're double sanc pushing and you're wondering, should I get rifles now, does he have destroyers? Then just look at the clock, and if it's 2 or 3 clicks before second night or something, say, okay, yeah, I need a blacksmith. Or if it's not, say, alright, I've got some time, I can keep making breakers or whatever. So I accidentally built a Griffin Aviary. It's not something I wanted to do versus a fiend build, but I ended up doing it anyway. I'm taking straight to tier 3. I'm making my MK. I thought about canceling my Griffin Aviary, but I had already started building it, and I decided maybe if you went to double slaughterhouse and made a lot of abominations, that Griffins could come in handy if I needed them. I'm creeping this merchant, you know, good item, big creep, whatever. Just trying to do what I can. I sent 2 weak footies to my town for my healing because my MK is almost out. Buy a regen scroll. I get sentry wards here pretty soon, and I like to set them in the middle of the map instead of setting them in the town, because I pretty much know what he can or will go with the fiend build. It's either one house or a double house. There's not much else. So I set them in the middle to know when he's coming or where he's going, things like that. This creep that I send my MK to, this small creep spot, I like to save it for tier 2 when I get my second hero, because it immediately takes a level 1 hero to level 2. So it's really good to just let your second hero creep that right when he comes out, immediately get level 2 on him. And so yeah, I'm healing my foots. I don't want to start on the creep until my foots are a little bit healed, because they like attack everything that attacks them, so they would dispel the regen. It's not like they just attack the water elemental. I see that he's coming, and I see that he's going towards my expansion, but I figure he's going to creep it. I don't think he's going to come to harass me directly, so I just take the risk and let my MK creep it. And I kind of underestimate how quickly he could or would finish it here. As he starts coming around, I'm not quite finished. Let's see, I'm starting to build a workshop too for gyros. I'm going to tell you what I should have done here. Flaying to the right was the right move. Going to the left might have worked, but I think maybe I should have taken the foot that he was focus firing on and run it towards him to stop him, but I should have bolted him right there, right when his DK was right near the corner, so it would stuff his fiends behind his DK. and keep his DK back, and his lich cutoff wouldn't do much. I probably would have only lost 1 or maybe 2 foots, but instead I lost 3. It's alright though. I mean, foots don't have much longevity, and I'm able to hold them off anyway. So I just took it in stride. Let's see, I just got tier 3, making a pala, making a knight, making a gyro. I usually hotkey 5 or 6 peasants versus undead always, just in case of both battle in my town later on and early game. When he comes and DK harasses, they like to attack a peasant with their skellies and then come and coil it. So I like to be ready just to call 6 to arms and just kill the skellies and micro and things like that. Now in this situation, I'm just trying to get his DK low, just trying to get him to leave me alone. So I'm bolting it and all that. Maybe even trying to get a surround if I think it might be possible. It didn't look very possible. I went for it anyway. Just trying to get his DK low enough to leave until I get a bigger army and feel more equipped to handle him. Gyros reveal invisible, so when I see burrows I go to bring the gyro, but he's kind of guarding it anyway, and he's probably gonna unburrow it pretty soon here, so I just back off. And he's referring to the Inso Fill game where Insomnia does essentially this build, and it's a pretty great game, and I learned a lot from those games. I used to think, oh god, gyros do not beat destroyers. I had some really bad experiences with gyros versus destroyers, but now that I see that they can, oh man, has it opened up a whole new world of strategy for me. I probably shouldn't have Holy Light that night, probably should have staffed them immediately, but that's alright. I'm just trying to bolt things if I can. Once again, my gyro can see the Burrowed Fiend. Just maybe kill a thing I can, if I can, and if I micro proper